and very good evening and welcome to Thai PBS World. If you've been waiting to visit Thailand, this piece of good news is for you as the special tourist visa has been amended to allow all foreign tourists. Deputy Government Spokesperson Ratchada Thanadirek said today that the Cabinet has approved the amendment of the special tourist visa, which will allow all foreign nationals to enter Thailand. However, travelers will still need to comply with the 14-day mandatory quarantine, as well as providing evidence of where they will be staying during their long visit. The special tourist visa program was created to revive the tourism industry in Thailand. However, the initial restrictions, which allowed only foreign travelers from low-risk countries, resulted in a low number of tourists into Thailand, with only 825 people from 29 countries and 6 luxury yachts. Therefore, the Cabinet has decided to remove the nationality restrictions for tourists applying for the special tourist visa to allow more foreign travelers into the country. At the same time, the Cabinet also resolved to extend the stay period for yacht visitors holding the special tourist visa for another 30 days or 60 days in total. Meanwhile, the Kasigor Research Center revealed that the number of foreign travelers into Thailand at this time accounted for only 0.05% compared to normal times. It is also expected that there will be more foreign travelers by the end of this year, bringing the total number of visitors from overseas to 6.7 million. Moving on to the latest updates on COVID-19, 25 new cases have been recorded today, including 7 more in Chiang Rai. Thailand recorded 25 new COVID-19 cases today, which is the biggest single-day jump in several months. The infections are among arrivals from abroad in state quarantine, including 7 Thai returnees from Myanmar's Taki Lake Township. The CCSA spokesman, Dr. Thwisin Wisanuyotin, said today that the total number of infections linked to Taki Lake Township have increased to 46, scattered over 7 provinces. However, he assured that Chiang Rai province is still safe and people can still travel there, but he urged all visitors to wear face masks whenever they are outdoors, wash their hands frequently, and scan the Thai Chana app every time they enter a public venue. Apart from the 7 new cases from Taki Lake Township, the new cases today also include 2 from Kuwait, 5 Thais and 1 Swiss national arriving from Switzerland, a Russian diving instructor from Russia in alternative state quarantine in Bangkok, a Thai woman returning from Sweden, a Thai man returning from Singapore, 2 Spaniards arriving from Turkey, 2 Thais returning from the US, 2 Koreans, and a Japanese tourist arriving from South Korea. So far, the total number of infections in Thailand are 4,151, with 6 new recoveries and no new fatalities. Meanwhile, Prime Minister Prayut Chan-o-cha said yesterday that Thailand was not experiencing a second wave of the pandemic, nor dealing with any challenge of super spreaders as rumored. He said the truth was that a small group of infected Thais had illegally sneaked back into the country and visited places, which prompted routine checks as to whether they had infected anyone else. The Prime Minister also urged people not to panic, saying that it would only worsen the situation, and he cited the fact that a large number of hotel bookings had been cancelled in recent weeks due to an overreaction to media reports of a possible super spreader. Moving on to some good news, it has been revealed that extracts from the Pha Thalai plant have proven effective in improving the condition of those infected with COVID-19 after the traditional medicine was administered during clinical trials jointly conducted by the Faculty of Medicine of Sirirat Hospital, the Julapon Research Institute, the Medical Science Department, the Government Pharmaceutical Organization, and the Department of Thai Traditional and Alternative Medicine, or DTAM. Dr. Ampon Benjapon Pitak, DTAM Director General, said today that the patients who tested positive for COVID-19 within 72 hours of developing symptoms saw their condition improve after they received the medicine. She said that laboratory research found the extract from the plant is effective at killing the COVID-19 virus and preventing it from multiplying, but it is not effective at preventing cells from being infected by it. In the next step, she said that the research to be conducted with the Julapon Research Institute will focus on the content of substances found in the body after high doses of fatalaijone extracts are administered. And just so you know, these are the stories we've also been following today. Thai senators have warned a group of U.S. senators that their alleged interference in Thailand's internal affairs will negatively impact the good relations between the two countries. This came after a group of U.S. senators, including Thai-American Tammy Duckworth of Illinois, proposed a resolution in support of the pro-democracy protesters in Thailand last week. Head of Thailand's Senate Foreign Affairs Committee, Pikun Kaew told the media that the country upholds a democratic system with the king as head of the state, and the government is determined to resolve problems, including the political conflict, through peaceful means and in accordance with the law. She also asked U.S. politicians to contact the Thai embassy or consular offices in the U.S. if they have any questions about the political situation in Thailand, instead of listening to just one side of the story from the protest groups. The Office of the Attorney General explained today that it did not fail to perform its duty by not indicting real estate developer Sakunthornจึงรุ่งเรืองกิจon bribery charges. In November last year, 2 officials of the Crown Property Bureau were sentenced to 6 years in prison after finding them guilty of accepting a 20 million baht bribe from Sakunthorn, who's the CEO of real estate development company and Thanathorn's younger brother. The OAG explained that the police filed charges against only the 2 officials and did not include Sakunthorn as one of the suspects, adding that the authority to investigate whether Sakunthorn was involved rests with the police in charge of the case. The government has today revealed Prime Minister General Prayut Chan-o-cha's slogan for the upcoming Children's Day. The slogan can be translated as Thai children in the new normal era unite ties to build the nation with loyalty and virtue. Thai Children's Day falls on the 2nd Saturday of every January. It is also an annual tradition for a prime minister to give the slogan for the day. And that wraps up tonight's edition of Thai PBS World. Thank you very much for watching. สวัสดีค่ะ